Hey, what's going on? It's Hutch here. Today, I'm super excited to bring you this interview my buddy Mike Tharp did with Sean and John. It is about Gala Games, and more specifically, they talk also about a Gala Games node and how you can earn passive income with the Gala Games node. So you can even get paid to play their free game, which is really cool. Um, with that being said, I am not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. Please use this video only as education and entertainment purposes. You are responsible for your own what you do with your money, basically. So make sure that you do your own due diligence. Check it out. Figure out if it's something for you. Um, I am personally own a node myself, and I think it's gonna be worthwhile long term even. So that's just my personal opinion. But you need to do your own due diligence and make sure that you spend your money where you want to. Don't take my advice for that. With that being said, let's get into this interview with Mike, Sean, and John, and you can learn about Gala Games and Gala Games notes.
All right, what's up, guys? My good buddy Sean Logan hit me up with another passive crypto opportunity, and we got the guy here with all the answers, John. John, are you out in Vegas?
I'm not. I'm actually on the East Coast. I'm out in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm excited to learn about this. I've been seeing it around. I kind of know that, gaming is going to be huge. NFTs are going to be huge. I love passive income. And, if Sean's getting involved in something, I want to know about it. So, John, take us away. I mean, I've done a little research and this looks amazing.
All right, cool. So yeah, we'll make it quick, right to the point and sweet. So my name is John Tatro. I'm one of the early guys who got involved in the project of Gala Games. I got involved so long ago, in fact, that we didn't have a game, we didn't have a website. It was just an idea, basically. And I listened to it. I understood the need for blockchain in gaming because in traditional gaming, okay, you have this scenario where a gamer is putting all his time and money into the game. Sometimes that could be just dollars to hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars over the course of many months to years. And, the gamer doesn't get anything from that. They can't extract any value. They can't sell it to another player without breaking the terms of conditions. And, to be honest, most of the games that are created right now, they're specifically designed to squeeze as many bucks out of the player as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not designed in the gamer's best interest. So that's really what Gala aims to do, is to create an ecosystem where gamers can have the freedom to exchange their in-game assets with each other and to actually create games that reward the players. And so there's a couple different ways to really participate. You can participate as someone who supports the ecosystem with the purchase of a node and operating that node, or you can participate as a player in the ecosystem who's also rewarded for playing and also for referring other free players. So we can get into that a little bit. Let me share my screen. I'll just show you a little bit about how this node works. And feel free to ask any questions as they come up. There's just so much to this, and we're constantly developing.
My kids spend so much money on Fortnite, so I'm gonna get them hooked on this, so they at least are making money versus spending it.
I wanted to throw in about running a node versus traditional proof of work mining, which is what most people are familiar with, Bitcoin mining, because I used to be into that. With the Bitcoin miners, like the hardware, what happens with this hardware is it becomes obsolete within about a year to 2 years. And then it's very difficult to resell an obsolete piece of mining hardware. With a node, the node can be potentially resold as a non-fungible token.
Yep, that's absolutely right. Yep, that's definitely in the future roadmap. So the node itself is going to be an NFT that can be traded because it's going to be an ERC 1155 token. So the cool feature about hardware versus software is that these nodes, it's a software license, which means they can constantly be updated to introduce new features, which we just had a huge convention. It was called GalaCon this whole weekend, and we had Adam Price, who is our chief technology officer. And, he explained that we're going to be integrating very shortly, within the next 2 months, we're going to be integrating more functionality into these nodes. And like Sean touched on, it's very different than like doing proof of work mining, like having GPUs or doing any type of proof of work mining where it really uses up a lot of electricity. Like that's not the case with these Gala nodes. It uses very minimal electricity, no more than your laptop normally running, doing anything you can do on it. They just, a really interesting, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but so right now the nodes, it's a lightweight piece of software that it's like proof of availability, which just basically means it has to be purchased, downloaded, and installed onto any Mac, Linux, or Windows compatible device. So it's like anything like Windows 9 and above, basically any computer that anybody has sitting around their house nowadays. It doesn't do anything. It stores a decentralized copy of the ledger. It doesn't do any consensus right now. An interesting feature, excuse me, that they just introduced, they're going to be using a interplanetary file system, which is actually going to host the game Townstar on the node. So we have one game currently, and it's hosted in Oregon at, so Gala Games kind of has an in-house game development studio called Sandbox Games. They're developing Townstar and Mirandas, but currently if a person in Oregon wants to click on Play Townstar, they would ping the server in Oregon and it would, download a couple files so they could play the game in their browser. But it's problematic because people across the world in Asia, there's only that one server to ping to open up the game. So in a lot of cases, it could be slower and laggy. So what we're doing with this IPFS, this interplanetary file system, is the nodes, these Gala software nodes are actually going to host the game on them. So it's still going to be very minimal power requirements. It's not going to be a proof of work, but we're also going to be rewarded for hosting these game files. So for example, if I live in Asia and somebody within my local area clicks on Play Townstar, it's going to ping my node. It almost comes from the, you guys remember BitTorrent, like file sharing type stuff. It's kind of like that. The technology's been around for a while, 2015, I think, and it just had some major updates in the past year where it's like it's really usable for what we're trying to do. I mean, I think Netflix uses it. It's not quite a blockchain, but it is a decentralized distributed network, which will work good for hosting of the game assets. So this is a Gala node.
John, did you say, does Gala own or have an association with Sandbox?
So it's not the Sandbox. It can be confusing. So we have the Sandbox that has all their lands. It's not that. There's another company called Sandbox Games that's out of Oregon. That's a game studio. So two different companies, very, very confusing, and could be, misstrewn as the same people, but they're not. Although we do have a partnership with the Sandbox, and more information is going to be released on that later. So as you can see here in this little picture, it's very simply a little user interface that runs on your computer. I don't have one running on my computer right now. Maybe Sean can share a screen toward the end and we can show you, but I'll show you how to do it. So this is the Gala Games back office. It tells a little bit of information. We'll go to home. Own your gameplay. That's the idea here, like I talked about. Giving control back to the node network and the players, and it should be run by gamers, not by centralized companies. And that's really where we have this unique opportunity. Pretty soon, the way I see it, nobody's going to want to play regular games. If Gala Games pulls off what they say they can pull off, and I think they can, because we have AAA game developers who have been in the industry for decades, who are now leaving like Epic Games to come work for Gala to create comparable, if not better games than what's out there right now. So what we're going to see over the next couple of years is a mass exodus of not only gamers from traditional gaming to blockchain-based games where they can own their assets, but a mass exodus of developers. We're going to see developers now leaving those companies to come join the revolution, because it doesn't feel right. Michael McCarthy, our lead developer, president of games, he's been in the industry for a long time, and he just said, you know, no developer likes to make a game that's specifically designed to squeeze every buck they can out of players. And it just doesn't feel right. You can't sleep good at night. So it's really something special that Gala Games is bringing to the table here. And, you know, it's still early. We're still early. We've only been around for about 2 years. We just came out of stealth mode about a year ago. So you're just starting to see it in the space now on social media. You know, we only have one game launched in beta, and we have several more. They actually just announced that they have 7 more games in the pipelines. 4 of them are from AAA game developers. Oh, and that's another thing. Gala Games is not just a game studio in itself. They're a game platform where other game studios can come build on Gala Games, if that makes sense. So we're really open. We're all inclusive. So if like,
so kind of like Capcom or I haven't been in video games for 10 years or so, but
it's kind of like Steam, like what Steam does. Like Steam has a platform where anybody can bring their games to Steam. I'm not even sure if Steam has their own in-house gaming studio, but we're a decentralized game studio / platform that's really decentralizing the gaming industry and believes that people should own their own assets. You know, if you win something in the game, it should be yours to do with what you choose. You know, that shouldn't be dictated by, you know, corporations.
right.
You know,
Kind of like Ethereum. You think about how like Ethereum is a place where companies can come and build their own tokens. And this is built on the Ethereum blockchain. Well, and Ethereum also can onboard decentralized apps, decentralized games, all that stuff. So it kind of all works in sync.
Let me so yeah, that's exactly right. You know, it's just a direction that, you know, things are going. Here, let me log in here.
I really like
Incorrect password.
how the video games are kind of like setting the culture now of we want to do this the right way. We want to bring power back to the people, kind of like what you saw with GameStop and Wall Street Bets of let's just get enough people to do our own thing and we'll you know, create the future we want.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's the direction. It no longer feels good to, you know, just be at the mercy of the centralized authorities. You know, we see it in the banking industry with the dollar. You know, you see it in like with Google and Facebook and, you know, even like YouTube. I don't want to say anything bad because this will probably be put on YouTube, but, you know.
I already deleted my channel anyway. What else can I do?
I've had so many YouTube videos deleted for mentioning certain words that are against their terms and conditions that violate their or that are considered dangerous or hate speech.
So we'll get right into it, guys. We'll talk about the node. So when you first get a link to join Gala Games, it's through a referral link. You know, you can get that off Mike or Sean. Probably be in the description below. You'll come to this site. You'll set up an account with an email and password, and then you'll be immediately brought into the back office. You can play Town Star. You don't see it on my screen because I've already created it. It's not mandatory, but you can create a wallet, and this wallet is a private key wallet. You get a seed phrase, and you need to make your own separate passcode. And I can't stress enough how important it is that when you do this, because remember, guys, you know, your wallet's not stored with Gala. Being in the crypto space, you're in full control of your money. So when you get these seed words that are randomly generated, you want to make sure you treat it like a bag of gold coins. If you lose it and you lose your password to the wallet, there's nothing Gala Games can do to help you because they don't store it anywhere. You know, it's just like any private key cryptocurrency wallet. You want to make sure you back it up twice and keep it very secure, like you would a bag of coins. You don't want to leave a bag of gold coins on the counter or trust your friend with it. You know, you want to keep it in your possession, your control, and keep it very safe. But that's apart from. We'll jump right into the node. So the first thing that you need to do when you come into Gala Games and you set up your wallet, you need to get some either basic attention token, Ethereum, or Gala coins over to your internal wallet. Because when you go to purchase a node, it draws from your internal wallet. You don't pay from an external wallet. So you see in here, you have, I'm just using this little test account. It's one of my friends, Gala, Ethereum, and BAT. So you want to make sure you have enough ETH, BAT, or Gala in your wallet. And when you do, or to figure out how much of these currencies you need, you can click over on the node tab right here, and then just click Get Node. And you can see right now it costs 240,431 Gala. If you click on here, Ethereum, it tells you how much it is in Ethereum, and the same thing for basic attention token. You always want to send over a little bit more because of the fluctuation in price, but it's pretty easy. Once you have the funds in there, you can click Buy Now, and then within about 10 minutes or so, you can just go up here to the top right. Let me move this account, and you go right down here to node info, and you can see that this account has one node online. You can download it for Windows, Mac, or Linux.
Does your computer have to stay on for that to work?
Yeah, so right now the current requirements is that the computer needs to remain on for only 6 hours out of the day to qualify for the distribution. And the distribution happens about 9:15 Eastern Standard Time every night. And it's really simple. You just run it in the background, make sure it's on for 6 hours. You can shut it down. I find that it's easier just to keep on. That way I don't have to remember to turn it on and off. But it just runs for 6 hours, and you get rewards every night at 9:15 p.m. Lately, rewards have been like, $36 to $40 in Gala per day. And, if we see Gala price increase, that can be considerably more. And if Gala price goes down, that'll be a little bit less. But everything is looking good right now. It's funny. I haven't really gave like expectations to people. I've been really conservative about it because I don't want to, give people expectations like, oh, this will, you buy a node and it's like, it'll be paid off by like X date. I've actually given like long dates, and the way everything's going right now, it's looking like I was very conservative. Like those dates are going to be pushed back like a lot because we've seen a lot of interest in this. People are understanding, all right, Gala Games is doing something pretty unique here. Like they're tapping into a $150 billion industry and looking to decentralize, these billions of dollars that are being spent in games annually. And like, that really jives with people. That resonates with a lot of people, and we've seen a huge increase in our coin's price because, not only that, several different partnerships with the Flare networks, which is a fork of XRP, a partnership upcoming with Binance Smart Chain, second layer scaling solutions, to help avoid fees with minting some of our items.
So they are working on bringing in a layer 2 into the wallet?
Yeah, they're working on bringing several layer 2s into the ecosystem because really, if you think about it, like, and this is straight from the words of, the people who created it, they basically said, like, we don't know which chain in the future is going to be the most popular one or the one that kind of like dominates in the space. So they're calling it blockchain agnostic, if you will. They really want to be all encompassing and bring in the ability for players and ecosystem supporters to mint on any chain they choose.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're talking Matic, Flow, Flare, Binance Smart Chain. I mean, the list goes on. They're not talking to anybody. They're talking to everybody, looking for solutions for, you know, integration of second layer scaling solutions. Because from a gaming standpoint, it doesn't matter what chain your items are on. Blockchains are public, and as long as you have it in a wallet that you can connect to Gala Games when you're playing the games, they can look to see if that item's in your wallet. Somebody might have it on Flare, somebody might have it on Matic, somebody might have it on Binance Smart Chain. It doesn't matter from a gamer's perspective. As long as you have it, it doesn't matter where it lives. You know, they'll give you that representation of that NFT within the game. And I guess, I mean, there's a lot upcoming about the node roadmap that we could talk about, but I really just wanted to keep this, you know, basic. You know, you can get in, you can support the ecosystem early. I think something I do want to touch on is a little bit about the future roadmap of the node network and what that could potentially look like, because I think that's important, you know, especially if you look at the price of a node right now. It's about, you know, over $6,000 per node. Not everybody has that amount of money, and it's like, well, okay, I'm only getting Gala coin right now and some NFTs possibly, so it like doesn't make sense. But let me just say, each game that comes onto the Gala Games platform is going to have its own in-game cryptocurrency. It's also going to have its own NFT sets that are going to be released. And these coins are not pre-mined, they're not pre-minted, they're only released via the node network. So right now we're seeing Gala. In the future, say we have seven games lined up on our platform, a node's not only going to be receiving Gala, they're going to be receiving, you know, Townstar coin, Mirandas coin, Tower Watch coin, and they haven't released the names of the games, but there's going to be a coin and an NFT set for each game. And a lot of these NFTs, like, you know, I know, you know, Mike, and you know, Sean, but maybe a lot of your viewers don't understand, like, these things are selling for anywhere from hundreds of dollars to millions of dollars on secondary markets. You know, some of these NFTs.
Could you pull up the photo or the article of the NFT, the piece of virtual real estate that sold for 1.6 million a couple months ago?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, someone did an in-game purchase for $1.6 million worth of cryptocurrency.
Yep, there's yeah, they did. Sorry. Yeah, officially there was one for 800K. The one for $1.6 million hasn't been officialized yet. So this is the blog. This is the one that's been official. So Gala Games and Poly Games joins forces to shatter a record with an $800,000 NFT sale. That's just one of them. There was another one for 1.6 million, and there's been several of our Gala Games NFTs that have sold for like, you know, 11 ETH. You know, there's been some of the Poly and vaults that are connected into Gala Games that have sold for, you know, like 40 grand. So it's insane.
Do any of the NFTs right now have like a passive, like earning with them specifically, or just to resell?
No, not right now. The only things that at least, you know, Townstar NFTs have a use case within the game where they give the gamers a competitive advantage. So eventually, a lot of these Mirandas items, so Mirandas is an RPG game that's set to have a closed alpha the end of this year and have an open beta in the beginning of next year. But a lot of these NFTs that are being, you know, pre-sold or distributed via the node network, they will have like the ability to be rewarded. I'll give you an example. So if I have like a shop where, say, it's a bread shop, so you got to understand that. So when I place that bread shop inside of Mirandas and I start like gathering the ingredients to produce bread, like all of these transactions of the selling of the bread is being done in an actual real ecosystem with real cryptocurrency. So me having a shop or me having a deed definitely has perks in the future. It's just not built out yet.
Okay. And
So I just
Did I hear there was some connection or some affiliation with Farmville?
So yeah, there is a connection. There is an affiliate with Farmville. So our CEO, Eric Schermeyer, was rather one of the founders and creators of Zynga Games. If you remember back in the day, early Facebook days, they created games like Farmville, Farmville 2, Words with Friends, Mafia Wars. So these were the guys that moved the industry and really pioneered the free-to-play gaming model, because there was a time where games weren't free to play. You actually bought the game and then that was it. You played the game.
Right.
So the free to play model where you actually got a free game and could buy things in the game didn't exist yet. And so these guys really pioneered that model. But the problem still existed where, although it's free and now I can buy things within the games, a lot of these items were still stored on centralized servers. You know, I shared a little bit in my last video. Somebody posted on, commented on one of my posts where he had been playing this other game for like 5 years, like building up his player character, you know, acquiring all types of like in-game items. And he went to go sell it to a friend of his. And apparently that's a violation of the terms of service. And they basically shut down his account indefinitely. So can you imagine that? Can you imagine playing a game for 5 years, building up a player character, like, you know, really putting a bunch of money, time, and effort into it, you know, and all of a sudden you're not able to do anything with that. It's like illegal, if you will, in the gaming world to you know, be able to, I think you should be able to give that away, or at least sell it, or do whatever you want with it. It's yours. And so that's what Gala Games solves. That's the problem. That's the huge problem. And any gamer will tell you that, like, you know, and even this, like, Gala Games is really big on the ability of players to use items in all of their games, the same item. You know, so if I have, say, for instance, a fountain in Town Star, you know, I should be able to use that in Mirandas or Tower Watch. It might not have the same function, but it gives our NFTs value if we can bring them across games within our own ecosystem.
And then OpenC, just for people that don't know, is a place where you sell NFTs on the open market.
Yep, it's a secondary market. It's a decentralized marketplace. You know, you can access it via MetaMask and whatnot. But I mean, so we have 2 contracts, one for Townstar, which is our game that's launched, and then we have another one for Mirandas. But just to give you an idea, you know, of some of the items, you know, there's tons of them. You can see what people are trying to sell them for and what the last sale is. So, you know, it's about $40, about $80 there. You know, this last sold for 22,000 ETH. I'm sorry, not ETH, 22,000 Gala.
Is that price in ETH?
So it's actually priced. So what you're looking right here, where it doesn't have a symbol like 0.0079,
Yeah.
that's Ethereum. But when you see the little Gala logo, you know, that is, you know, let's click on one of these. This is our Snoop Dogg, Elon Musk, Gala, Tesla NFT. It's kind of just like a little decorative piece of artwork. So if you look here, you can see there's been an offer. It's only $15. A couple of people are trying to sell them. But if you look down at the history, take a look at the history. So the last one sold for 0.017 ETH about a day ago. I don't know what the conversion on that is. Let's take a look over here. Go to CoinGecko. So this is Gala. Let's look at ETH just to get an idea of how. So that Elon Musk thing, right? That was released for free to all the node owners about 2 weeks ago. Okay. So what was that? 0.017 it sold for. Oh, sorry, Ethereum's over here. So if we look over here, sorry, Ethereum.
I got it at $25.
See, you're quicker. I'm better with the phone too. Yeah, $25. So, I mean, that's just one item. A lot of the big ticket items have been selling Mirandas, and I still haven't figured out how to filter this. down to like highest sold.
Wow. So Outpost sold for 3 ETH.
Yep, 3.1 ETH. I get offers for this stuff all the time.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I've personally been offered like several $1,000s for some of my items that I either have been given to me from running nodes early on, or ones that I've purchased. Because usually what happens, there's so much demand for these items, they're selling out of the Gala store. And as soon as that happens, you could see these things selling on OpenC for like 3 times as much, and people are buying them because, you know, they understand the use case they're going to have in the game, and the ability to be, you know, rewarded and, you know, make some of this, you know, crypto passively just by having them.
So for the people at home, that's about $4,500. That about 3 Ethereum for what it, so the last what it sold for is about $4,500. Digital real estate, people. Digital real estate, earning passive income. This is the future. It's here now.
All right, so that's like basically, I think we've covered like the nodes. You know, you got to get some cryptocurrency into your account. You can purchase the node. I explained a little bit about the long-term vision of how they're going to introduce more consensus mechanisms, and, you know, actually nodes will host the games, and, you know, we have all these items that are used within our game. I want to take a little bit of time before we make this video like super long, and just explain, you know, to the person who may be watching this video that, you know, doesn't have, you know, over $6,000 to come out of pocket for one of these nodes right here. But, you know, there's a tremendous opportunity to come into Gala Games for free. Okay, you can actually play Townstar, and you can share it with your friends for free. Doesn't cost you a dime. Okay, and you can earn Gala token and NFTs, and you could sell your Gala on exchange or the secondary market. So anybody can come in, create a free account, click play Townstar, and they'll be led to this. So this is an example. You see how it's taken a while? So I'm in Massachusetts. This is pinging a server across the country to Portland, Oregon. Okay, so once all these get loaded on our nodes, this game, it's hosted across the node network, this percentage will go like lightning quick. And it's probably because,
can you play this on mobile, or do you need to be on computer?
well, any browser enabled device this will play on, tablet, phone.
All right, so I'm going to make my kids play this for an hour before they get on Fortnite.
All right, what the heck here? I don't know what's going on here. Let me just refresh the screen. Maybe it's because I'm sharing my screen on Zoom, so it's pulling my bandwidth.
Yeah, that happens.
Let's give it a try. Give it a try again. I just want to show you like a little bit about how the game works, how you can do it for free. It's important because a lot of people don't realize. So here we go. Okay, so there's a GalaCon 48-hour competition right now that you can play where the top player earns $5,000 in Gala. Only the top 10 players are being rewarded. I think it's like 13,500 Gala. So 5,000 of that's going to the top player, and there's tiered down across the other 9 players. There's a weekly competition, and there's also like a free play server where you can just like practice and mess around. So let me just show you a little bit about how the game works.
And did I see, if you share this with people just to play, as you get more people to do that, you can earn like an NFT. I think you get like a certain fountain for so many people.
Yep, that's exactly right. So if you, oh, hold on, this server just ended. Sorry guys. Yeah, so if you share your referral link, it's in the back office under the social tab. So if you share your referral link and somebody comes in and plays, you not only get a fountain NFT that gives you a competitive advantage, you get 100 Gala. But in order for you know, Gala to protect itself from the system being gamed, you actually have to play. You can't just like, you know, you have to play for like a few minutes a day for 3 days, and then your referral's qualified. You know,
Gotcha.
people will, you know, we can be under like bot attacks, and you know, all of the gala will be given away. Okay,
Right.
here we go. So this is a free play server. I'll just give you an idea how this goes. Jesus, look at all the people in the background. Look at all these people. They're gonna have to, wow.
Way more than
So
last time.
yeah, so this is crazy, guys. There is like barely any room on this map because Gala Games is getting so popular. All these little heads here are users who have an account and who are playing Town Star. So I'm just gonna pick a square anywhere just to show you guys how this works.
So does that mean they've kind of bought that land?
So no, it's a you don't buy the land. The lands, this isn't like, you know, the sandbox where you actually like buy a parcel. All these are free for the taking. You can just pick a parcel. It's temporary parcel because what we have is a weekly competition. So every week this map resets. So it's a race to get to place in the leaderboard.
Okay.
We'll just do test account. And I don't think this account, oh, somebody already used test. So this isn't my account. Oh, jeez. Somebody's using that test name. I wonder why. So I actually don't, this isn't my account. I don't have a fountain to show you, but I will show you that, you know, basically how the gameplay works a little bit. So everybody starts off with a basic town like this. You have a worker who comes over here and picks the wheat. And because this wheat is next to this little swamp, it's kind of automatically passively watered. But this square right here, as soon as he picks it, this will have to be watered. So the farmer will have to go to the well, grab a bucket of water, walk over and water it. So if me as a free player want to earn an NFT that's going to give me a competitive advantage in this game, I would share my referral link and get a free player to play with me, and then I would be awarded one of these NFTs, these blockchain fountains, and I could very simply place the blockchain fountain like on the next square right beside this wheat field. And so watch what this farmer is going to do. He's going to pick this wheat, but after that, he's going to, see, this needs water. See how it says 2 out of 3 water? It still needs 1 water. So by me placing one of my NFTs from referring a player next to it, it's going to passively water these crops where the farmer doesn't have to go get the water like he's getting right now and wait and move slow all the way over to water this square. So if I can kind of like automate this process, you know, by referring and gathering some of these NFTs, the main object of the game here, all right, is to harvest crops, craft crops, okay, and then I sell them. So I could sell 13 wheat. It's going to take forever to actually sell because I'm not near a city. That's one of the reasons why you want to, when you first make your spot, you want to be near a city. I can sell it. So the truck gets loaded up, the truck takes off, and it's going to be 3.5 minutes before that truck comes back. But when the truck comes back, I can click on it and it gives me some of this in-game money up here on the top left, and it also gives me stars here on the top right. So the name of the game is called Town Star. So you place in the leaderboard by crafting and selling items and gathering stars. So the more stars you have, let's look at the top 10, you know, the better you'll be. So some of these guys have like 4 million stars, 3 million stars. So everybody here in the top 100 are going to be awarded Gala tokens at the end of the week for free.
Why does that say Theta at the top? Because Theta is one of my favorite blockchains. Right?
So that it looks like that's
the previous game winner?
Yeah, so that's the guy's name.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny you mentioned Theta. We actually use them to like live stream our AMAs. You know, when we put together like a community thing where the community can ask questions or whatnot. So yeah, that's it. Like, you know, you can build a town, you click the shop. it gets very complex and deep. You can choose any of these items. So eventually there'll be an in-game currency called box coin right here, where you can use that currency to actually buy stuff, or you can use like the kind of in-game money that's not cryptocurrency that you earn from selling to buy stuff. You know, windmills, I could place a windmill here, you know, and it takes a while to build, and there's other NFTs that like speed up that process. There's lots of stuff. It gets pretty complex in this game, but you know,
my 8-year-old plays multiple games that are so similar to this. So I'm excited to get them rolling on this.
Let me just show you a little bit about the fountains. We'll go over to social. So to get some of these fountains, these NFTs that you can actually place in the game and give you a competitive advantage, you can go to the social tab up top and then just click share, and you can copy your link and then just send it out to your friends. We'll look at a little bit more information about these fountains, because there's a few different tiers of fountains that you can earn for free. So for one, sorry, I'm moving quick. My mouse is sensitive. Okay. All right, so for one referral, you get this basic fountain, okay? Jeez, my mouse is fast. 10 referrals, you get a little bit better of a fountain. That it feeds more crops in a wider space. And then for 50 referrals, you get an alpha fountain great. And then for 100 referrals, you get this alpha fountain majestic. So potentially somebody could come in for free. And we looked at this last time. We could probably go back and see it. Like some of these fountains, I think last time we looked, Sean, like the basic fountain sold for $500 on
Yeah, I remember you
OpenC.
showing me that last time.
Yeah, so somebody could potentially come in the game for free, get one of these fountains, sell it on OpenSea for $500, buy back into another mirandas item that for a future date, like they would have like a passive income opportunity there. There's tons of opportunity, like more so than just owning a node. Like you can come in and learn, and you know, we have the Discord up here. I definitely suggest getting in the Discord, where basically all of our community is. You guys can still see my screen, right? I just want to make sure. So we have a Discord where, I mean, there's talk about everything. Okay, here we go. So, you know, there's a whole nodes channel right here. If you want to work for Gala, if you have coding experience, you can, you know, Gala bug reports. There's all types. My mouse, I gotta adjust my mouse, it goes too quick. But there's like channels in here to get help with Townstar, for beginners, like how to play the game, how to do all this type of stuff. And we also have let me jump over to Facebook. I want to show you our Facebook group that Sean created. It's for, you know, it's called Gala Node Runners. You could actually search that. It was geared towards, like, you know, helping people understand nodes, but it's more like a, you know, anybody can come in if they want to learn about what we're doing. Go right over here. Gala Node Runners. You know, I'm in the group. We're constantly answering questions and, you know, taking a lot of the information. So here's the group. We just started about a week ago. We already got about 237 members. You know, it's just a place to ask questions, you know, get information on like how the nodes work, or if you're on the fence about, you know, getting a node, like pop into the group, ask us, and we'll try to help you. There's all types of discussions. You know, I liquidated $10,000 worth of Gala the other day, and I explained how to do that using Uniswap and USDC directly to my bank. You know, very friendly bunch of people here. Scaling coming to Ethereum. You know, Gala price is updated daily here, so you can figure out like what one node is producing as far as daily Gala. I think so. Yesterday was $36. The day before was $40. And of course, like I mentioned, if Gala price doubles, so does that. If Gala price goes down, obviously that number will decrease. But you know, do your due diligence. Take a look around at the caliber of people who are working on this. this isn't like a bunch of crypto people that decided to build a game. This is actually AAA game developers that have been in the space for decades, who partnered with the right blockchain team to create Gala Games to bring to market AAA hit games that are going to fundamentally change the landscape of gaming. And like I said, there's an opportunity if you want to purchase a node and support the ecosystem to be rewarded for that. And there's a tremendous opportunity to come in for free, not pay a dime, and basically come up from the bottom.
I wanted to throw in something about the scalability for referral marketers, because I know Mike knows a lot of referral marketers, and so do I. When you refer someone in your network to get a Gala node, if you're running a node, you'll actually receive 10 times the amount for that day as a commission. And then you'll also receive, it's 1/10, right? 10%, John, every day that that person runs a node.
Yeah, but I just want to correct you there. You don't even actually have to be running a node to qualify for
Oh,
that
so you
bonus.
still get the 10x.
Yeah, so you can come in as a free person, share your link to somebody who buys a node, and for one day, it's almost like you were running 10 nodes yourself. So you get like a 10x bonus on the distribution. Then every day after that, a referral of yours or a referral of theirs, so down 2 levels, runs a node, you get like 10% of what a node would do. So that can add up, and that's infinitely wide. It's 2 levels deep and infinitely wide.
And then I want to also throw in that lately Gala Coin has over $1 million in 24-hour trade volume. So the liquidity is there for someone to scale this business to where it was generating a 5-figure monthly income worth of Gala, and you could easily go and liquidate it on the exchange because the volume to do that is there.
Yep. So when you see right here, we got over $1 million in trading volume right now. So that's basically what's been bought and sold within the past 24 hours. This is Coin Gecko. We'll take a look, and there's plenty of markets to trade it on. Let's see here. My mouse goes too quick. I can no longer use my mouse or I miss it. Markets.
So I went and tested out on a BitTrue has a lot of volume, and then a Uniswap I think is the best place to trade this stuff.
There's actually another decentralized exchange called Polyant Dex that has a couple pairs. So as you can see here, don't look at the first two. Those are just advertisements. That has nothing to do with us. So Uniswap, there's a Gala ETH pair, but there's also a Gala USDC pair. And then BitTrue has a few pairs too. And then this thing's totally missing one whole exchange. So the numbers are actually not correct. There's actually more volume and more liquidity. But basically, I think the point, Sean wanted to get across is that, it's not like you're acquiring a coin that it says it's worth one thing, but there's no liquidity and you can't even sell it. There is plenty of liquidity. I just liquidated 10 grand the other day to pay my mortgage for the next several months. And that's all Gala that I've earned over the last several months for running a node, or running a few nodes rather.
So do you buy nodes from yourself then to get that bonus? Can you do that?
So, I mean, you could do that. I do believe it's kind of like, you could do that, but it's kind of like, if you have a sponsor that's helping you, it's kind of like, kick kind of, I don't know. You can do it. But it's like something like, I mean, I don't know really what to say about, yes, it's possible to do that, but just be aware. So this is everything that happens, like the current way we're talking about, like the 10% bonus and the 2 levels, like that's subject to change. And that's not subject to change from the company standpoint. Like if the community as a whole decides that they don't like that model because all of a sudden, like, people are starting to game the system and buy nodes from themselves, then like the community will become into an uproar, and all of a sudden they'll put a vote to the nodes to decide it once and for all. That's the beauty of it. It's a consensus, community driven ecosystem. And so actually that's going to happen soon. There will be some slight changes to the distribution model, and it's going to be, the final vote will be through a vote across the node network. Only nodes vote.
So getting a node essentially gives you governance rights.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, guys, this is the future. You know, this is us not needing centralized authorities, centralized games. We can profit, we can get residual income, we can own digital products and get passive income, we can own a node. I mean, this is just next level stuff. And this is all the stuff I knew, you know, when Sean and I got into crypto 3 or 4 years ago, what happened, it just wasn't the time, you know, the technology wasn't there yet. But you know, the future is now. So I'm super pumped to get going on this and helping people see you can have fun playing video games and own your data, own your digital content, and make money while you know, do what you love and you've been doing for free and paying people to do for so long. So, you know, I'm super pumped about this to get involved. And, you know, whoever watches this in the future, you know, click on the links, get started, check it out. Because this is the greatest wealth transfer in human history. You can be sleeping and worry about whatever the media is trying to fearmonger about today, but you know, this is 2020 was my best year ever in my entire life. So I'm looking forward to what blockchain can do for all of us. Sean, any last words before we wrap it up?
I guess just kind of like what you said, if anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to any of us. We're all active on social media and we're here to help with anyone who wants to learn how to do online marketing, or if you need help with getting started, even just with cryptocurrency, if you're a newbie, if you need some help, like learning about which wallet to use first, and we're here to help with all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, feel free. We have plenty of, and I say we because I'm part of the ecosystem, not the company, but we have tons of social media across Twitter. I think I want to end with something like this. It's only a few minute video. So if you're a gamer, like a hardcore RPG gamer who's like interested in the decentralization of gaming, but you're like, man, that Townstar game, that looks like a little kid game. Like, let me just show you this. So for the first time yesterday, they did a reveal on Miranda's gameplay, what it actually is going to look like. It's going to be a full MMO RPG first person game. Here, let me, hold on guys. Let me move this. Let's open this up full screen. Go ahead and play this for you. Volume's up all the way. I don't even know if you can hear it, but this will give you an idea of,
Yeah, I can't hear it.
that's all right. There's no sound.
Edit it in. I'll edit in the actual video.
Okay.
Well, I'm seeing I just put it into YouTube and it says Miranda's limited quantity land deeds and buildings are selling out. So Can I start buying land in Miranda's?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go right over in your back office and you can buy lands directly from Gala Games. You can buy deeds and you can buy some of the shops right now. And of course, like a lot of the crafted items are going to be NFTs within the game, like swords and stuff are actually going to be built within like a forge. Like, so if you own a forge, you know, you could potentially like have other players come in for free, go to the mines, get the raw materials that you need. So you see over here, that's a guy in a forge. He's building weapons. All those weapons that he makes are going to be able to be sold in like an armor shop as NFTs. So there's like so much potential with this game to come in from nothing and build up from nothing. It's pretty wild. It really is.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
The potential and, you know, the use case is just screaming, this is the future.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
Well, John, thanks so much for showing us around, and, you know,
My pleasure.
You're passionate about this, and you know, everything is about community, and that's where the value is at. So we have the chance now to make the history we want, guys. It's getting communities, do what you love, follow your passions, and make passive income. I mean, that's what the future is going to be. So thanks for everyone, wherever you watch this. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Man, wasn't that a great interview? So, about Gala nodes, right? Like Gala nodes, Gala games, everything that's going on in the ecosystem. I am really excited about Gala games. And so, if you're interested in getting a node, there's a link below that says get a node, and you can click on it to get a node. Or if you just want to play their game they have right now for free and earn some free Gala, you can go below, and there's a link for that also for the game called Townstar. If you have any questions, I will have my Facebook Messenger link below in the description. Feel free to reach out to me. I will do my best to help you find the information you need to make your best educated decision on whether or not Gala Games Node is a right decision for you. Once again, not financial advice, but I'm here to help. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you got a Gala Node, please let me know in the comments. If you are interested in getting a Gala node, go ahead and comment below and just say you're interested. If you want some more information, message me on Facebook Messenger. Look forward to talking to you guys soon.